is why I like the co-op, because it's right across the street from my house. They have bulk food. You can buy one egg if you want it, and they have a giant tomato.
It's like the reason I'm here is just to get wine grapes because they're so good, and I didn't find them at the farmer's market, but I do know that they sell them here.
Most of this stuff is organic.
I like to buy organic.
Really good, fresh, local produce and just a lot of good products in general.
Well, I like the co-op because just the selection they have on like organic and just kind of different foods and healthier foods.
I like the products they carry. I like that it's community owned and operated.
The co-op follows the same philosophies that we do as far as environmental concerns and supporting the community and providing safe food.
Co-op, yeah, the co-op was created in the Soviet Union by Karl Marx, and then when he moved away to Davis, he started it here and he changed his name to some Polish name, I think it was, right?
I don't know the history of it, but I mean I can only imagine that it's basically preserved the hippie wisdom.
Started out of somebody's garage, I know that, and then I think they're just making cheese and selling cheese and stuff like that, and it kind of got bigger and bigger over time.
The accepted creation myth is that we were started in a living room, not a garage, but people got together to split up orders of food, mostly from associated cooperatives. And it was popular enough that the Buying Club was able to start a storefront in 1976. In the original store on L Street, it was so crowded between the shelves that two people couldn't pass if one of them was wearing a backpack. And think about what you know about the 1970s. Everyone was wearing a backpack. So it was a very crowded location. We pretty much continued to grow. We moved to our current location in March of 1984. And I think that we also have been able to change by listening to our customers, our members, and people who aren't members yet and who maybe tell us why they aren't.
The co-op does take criticisms and feedback from the consumer very seriously.
I'm a member. I have a card, and I can participate in the elections. I can help decide who runs it and who doesn't. So I feel like I belong, and it also gives me some say as to what they buy.
You really feel like you helped to build something.
We definitely want to support our local economy and our local producers and growers. So we've noticed that a lot of stores in America right now are getting on the local bandwagon. And they're saying, so if you go to some other grocery stores in town, they'll say local, and they might just mean grown in California. That could be from 600 miles from here. It could be from the Imperial Valley. At the Davis Food Co-op, we have a definition of local that we stick to, which is within 100 miles of Davis.
My wife and I, in Gilbane, we're the owners of Good Humans Produce. So we hang around here a lot. Annie and I were the first produce buyers. She was actually the first produce buyer at the Davis Food Co-op. I was the first trucker, and we helped build the shelves in the original little converted dog food store that was the first Davis Food Co-op. The Humans Produce is 20 acres of diversified year-round organic fruit, vegetables, herbs, value-added products, flowers, native California plants. Real diversified place. Small family farm. Raised our 3 kids here. Harvest pretty much full-time year-round. Planting, the cultivating in between plants, all the harvesting, thinning of the fruit, pruning of the trees, the upkeep of everything. Basically, we have no specialized equipment for taking care of all that, and it's all done by hand. It has become a place where the people interact in a relatively close relationship with each other, really intimately associated with what's going on in the natural world around us. The diversity and the qualities of the place has been one of the unique features. The background of our operation is to minimize energy uses. We've concentrated on local marketing, concentrated on helping to reestablish a real vibrant local food production system. It's a relationship between the people that have been long-time supporters of the Davis Food Co-op. Human relationships are really the ones that count.
Davis is blessed that there are a lot of businesses that care about what goes on in the community, and that's a really wonderful thing. What we can do that's a little bit unique is both through our members talking among themselves and through our programs kind of touching and building in the community in ways that maybe a for-profit business cannot. You know, the power of people together.
We really try to give back as much as we can to the community, whether through sponsorship of events or things like local programs to encourage youth to exercise, like the Davis Little League and the Davis Stampede and things like that.
We do some food drives every year, and then the wine and beer tastings we hold here, the money from that goes towards a certain charity.
I think they do a really good community service. You know, they have a dinner that they have every year. They feed a lot of people for free, which is that's really great.
We also run educational programs both through our own teaching kitchen. We built a teaching kitchen on a property that we own, and by going out to Davis schools and being in the classroom and talking to kids about cooperation, about local food, about cooking, just the idea that you can cook food.
Probably the bread. I like good bread.
I like the lasagna in the deli station, and I like some of their cheeses. I like their mozzarella, it's really cheap and good.
Their fruits and vegetables. I'm becoming more like a vegan, a vegetarian.
Pork chops or the steak tonight? What? So we're gonna grill organic grass-fed steak.
Deli Indian food that they make. Like sometimes I come here when I'm hungry, which is a bad idea, and their Indian food speaks to me.
All of their fresh baked goods.
Sushi, which I'm eating right now, is definitely great. C2 is really awesome. He's the sushi chef, and he uses like local organic products, and he's careful about what fish he chooses, and definitely very conscious of the environment.
Their sandwich is outrageous. They're really good.
I get like veggie burgers and tofuti cuties, the ice cream.
Macaroni and cheese, other healthy stuff.
Kefir or yogurt or one of those little things with the olives. When Annie comes home without them, I'm upset. And they're usually gone in a couple of days. And when I'm in there, I grab them immediately.